entertainment. Hulu Plus. Yes, Hulu Plus. Today's episode is brought to you by Hulu Plus. Hulu Plus gives you total control to watch anything, anytime, anywhere. Try it now and get a cool special deal, a free extended trial of Hulu Plus. Just go to huluplus.com/TMOS. Remember, that's huluplus.com/TMOS. And now, can I have a timpani? Available on demand every day in iTunes and the Google Play Store and around the world on MikeO'MaraShow.com. What more can we do for you? It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
Hello, here we are. It's great to be here the Friday before Omaricon 2013. Christmas Eve on the Mike O'Mara Show.
We're allowed to open one present tonight, right?
We have a wonderful studio filled with guests today, and I did want to share, before we bring Katie in here, because Katie has a very special presentation, I wanted to share something that made me a little cloudy. I got all Irish.
Oh, God.
You got hammered?
I haven't gotten hammered in a while.
Did you get in a fight?
No, I didn't get in a fight.
Did you become a cop?
Why don't you calm down? Oh, I forgot. Katie's in the studio.
No, Tab's here.
Katie and Tab are...
And you know what?
Look at me in the eye.
Show.
Look at me in the eye. You're going to have to control yourself a little bit.
He's a
So
man
are
at
you.
odds within himself.
Yes, he is going to... listen, show off pants. You've got a whole night tomorrow to show off, okay? I just need you to calm down a little bit, please.
Let this racehorse run.
With you. There's his audience. Look at his audience.
Yeah, both of them.
The president and vice president and treasurer of the mob
I should turn
are
around.
in the studio.
No eye contact.
Okay, yeah, everybody knows the big Red Sox.
Beautiful song.
It is.
Shut it off. Shut it the F off.
Did you get...
What?
You just had a little moment there, didn't you?
What's that? What?
When you hear that song.
No. your moment's coming up. Hold on just a second.
Everybody relax.
I want to share this before I
Please
move on
do.
to Katie
Please,
here.
please.
A guy, Patrick O'Reilly from Scarborough, Maine, a good Irishman, goes to game number 6 of the World Series. We are Facebooking back and forth. I'm watching the game, and I'm messaging with this guy. And he says, I'm in the Fenway gift store at game 6. Do you want anything?
Oh, wow.
And I normally, I swear to God, I don't say yes, but I said,
Oh.
You know what? Go ahead, get me a World Series sweatshirt. And damned if he didn't do that.
Really?
Did he really?
And he sends me this letter, and I said, let me know how much it costs. He said, don't be silly. He's not letting me pay for it. He's a wonderful human being. He writes this to me. He said, Mike, as I messaged to you on Facebook, I am happy to share this hoodie from the World Series with you as thanks for all the years of laughs and good times you brought to me. This was purchased at Fenway Park on the night of Game 6. Okay, just so you know the ABCs of me,
Yeah.
I'm already getting a little verklempt when I read that because it's just such a cool
and you're
thing.
you're one person removed from being there.
It's very cool that he's just there.
Yeah. Very
Sports fans get into this. While I was there for the game, please wear it with pride. The smaller envelope in this box is for your son, and here is the story with that. And this is where, I swear to God, I'm still getting emotional about it. It's stupid. After the game, my friend Eric and I worked our way down to the field where I saw a security person on the field reach over the short wall between the on-deck area and the first row of seats, handing a fan something. I asked what they were doing, and the guard said that since he couldn't get his friend on the field, he was giving him some field dirt to keep. I asked if I could have some.
Oh, no,
And he
really?
said no. He could get in trouble. But about 10 minutes later, I felt a little tap on my shoulder, and it was the guard. And he said, here you go. Don't tell anyone. This is from the pitcher's mound.
Oh, wow.
Holy S. Anyway, my gift to little King O'Mara is some of that handful of World Series Game 6 mound dirt from the first Red Sox World Series victory of his life. May there be many more. All the best. From Patrick O'Reilly. How
Jesus.
cool is
That is
that?
so cool.
You know what? I'm reading this at the kitchen table, and Carla looks at me, and I start to pull this stuff. I start to do the...
Is it ricin?
Oh, my God.
You know, I actually had another Dick music bed to play, but now I can't even do it. That's
That's
you know
so cool.
what? Their first World Series at Fenway in 100 years?
And, the first of it. And I said to Carla, before I even opened up the envelope, she said, well, it could be any dirt. That's Carla. I said, no, honey, if it's red... It's Pitcher's Mound Dirt, and I took it out, and there's the color right
Are you
there.
sure it doesn't smell like cinnamon?
Isn't that? I don't care if it's
That
a fake.
is
totally cool.
It got me.
That's
so Patrick
awesome, Mike.
O'Reilly,
Not a fake.
Up in Scarborough, Maine, you rock. I am so thrilled. Oh, I'm just about to automatically file the letter, and I don't want to do that.
I don't want to take away from anything.
Oh no! What are you going to do?
Talk right into the mic, please.
The words mound dirt did make me giggle.
Mound dirt.
Yeah.
That's what we used to look for at American University.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to go out and get some mound dirt tonight?
You and Goldie?
Yeah. Hey, Mike. Yeah, Goldie. We're going to go out and get some mound dirt.
Where's the sweatshirt?
The sweatshirt is somewhere in the closet, and it's
Okay.
a great sweatshirt.
Ready?
And it's very, very nice.
Can't wait for it to come out of the closet.
Yeah,
What does
it would
that
look
mean?
good on you. But anyway, it's
Oh,
no.
The larger sizes
He
are more
underestimated.
costly.
There are certain, anyway, I'm a man of larger character.
Maybe we'll frame it.
That's true. He gave me the option.
You
Take it. I went for the
overshot
vanity.
your runway.
I went for the vanity size.
XL.
I went for the vanity
I might
size.
frame it.
That's true. Without further ado, we welcome from the wilds of Kentucky, Mr. Tab Patterson is here today, a good friend of the show.
Hello.
Hi, Tab.
How are you?
Tab is our unofficial photographer for Omericon 2013, and he is a good friend of Rob, and they were hanging out. I saw all their pictures, their little gay
Yeah,
pictures
he's
on
such
Facebook.
a dick sometimes. He really is. I mean, he's in town for 8 minutes, and I say, you know what? I need to get my hair done for the show. I have to get my hair cut.
Yes, Queen.
And what I didn't want is for him to go to my house and arrive before me, because I don't know how Linus is going to treat a stranger walking into the house.
Right.
So I go there to meet him, and I say, it's really great that you're here and you made the trip up as a favor to us to take our photographs, but I need to go to the barber shop. Yeah. And so
Tab's a buddy. If Tab
Yeah.
came into town, regardless of a show, you guys would hang out.
Yeah, and so I grab my son and I grab Tab, and what does he do? Within 4 minutes of sitting in the Asian barber shop, he
Some things never change.
he posts a picture of me getting my hair cut, and I'm thinking, you know what?
Looking like scowling over at your son, who looked like he wanted to be in another state.
And the only thing I'm thinking about is now everyone thinks that Tab comes to town, and I say, I'm going to make you go and watch me get my hair cut.
That's right.
And that's not how it happened.
And then you went to Five Guys to look at the soda machine.
Now, that was fun.
And you posted
that was
it-
his reward for being so good at the barber shop.
Posted it for the whole world to see.
Miss-
Shannon
Mrs.
said,
Spielreich did
"Is that Rob's brother?" I said, "Might as well be.
Yeah.
Might as well be."
And then they had the picture in front of the soda machine. It was just like this.
Uh-huh. And then, you know what? Really, to make Tab regret every decision he's made thus far, he went to Julia's volleyball game.
Was it fun for you, Tab?
God. You're the worst friend
How
ever.
many were there? Three?
There was only two, because
Oh, okay.
they had to play best 2 of 3. They won 2, and they advanced it to their tournament.
Well, that's
bracket.
terrific that Tab could come all the way from Kentucky to go swimming
That's-
in Lake Rob.
That's right. Well, you know, last time, at least it wasn't like last time. Last time I made him go to the talent show.
Oh my God.
And I swear to God, that's true, Tab.
The
I feel-
kids-
yeah, I
the
feel
kids' talent
How
show?
much talent was there?
Not a lot. Not a lot. I feel really bad, but not real bad.
We welcome now our stage manager for Omericon 2013, Katie Powers von Herman, Sacco Vanzetti, Lilliquist Beckstead. She is here with us right now. Do we go with our professional name of Katie Forbes, or do we go with Katie von Herman now? Have you taken that wonderful man's name in totality? Can we call you Katie von Herman?
Well, this is where I feel awkward.
Okay.
My legal name is still my ex-husband's.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Okay.
I just don't care.
Are you going to change at all, or will you change that? I mean, my God, the man's going to... Dan's not the kind of guy that's going to stand on top of a pedestal and scream, "Change your name!"
To all 73 letters of Von Herman?
I would think you would get a rush out of that. What if you're saying...
It doesn't fit in, when you have those... the Scantron things where you have to put your name in the bubbles. It
Von Herman.
doesn't fit.
And besides, she'd have to change all her cufflinks.
But if you're calling to bitch about something, excuse me, this is... now, Katie is Katie short for Catherine?
Yes.
Oh, here's the
That's
way.
awesome.
You want a table at the restaurant? Call Middleburg and use that name. See what kind of table. Hello, this is Catherine von Herman. I'm supposed to have a table. Is there any way you could fit us in? I understand.
Yeah.
We're coming in from the Gold Cup, and it's really just going to be, this is Catherine von Herman.
Of the Alexandria Von Herman.
There it is.
Actually, if you really hit Von Herman hard, it sounds like the governess is calling. It's Catherine Von Herman.
Hello! Would you please open the doors? Lady Catherine von Herman of Gloucester. is here. But anyway, we're going to put
German.
It's German. Yeah, okay.
Boy, is it.
Yeah.
Hello, this is Carsten the Great von Herman.
So really,
no.
the reason she hasn't taken the German name is she's scared of the papers.
That's right.
Papers.
That is why she's talking all about the scanning.
Classification.
It sucks to change your name.
Well, anyway, would you like to? Can we put you to work here,
Sure.
ladies and gentlemen? We now present Katie Forbes, who will be sharing with us baby names. But these are special baby names.
Baby names.
These are old-time grandpa baby names that are making a comeback.
Now, if you would like to have an old man name for your baby, it's too late for my child. My child's already been named Michael
Right.
William. But if you're about to have a baby, and there are lots in our audience constantly reproducing.
Just breeding.
Oscar, this is something you might want to consider.
I'll think about it.
Really,
Thank
think
God
about
you
this.
didn't point to me.
There are 30 baby names.
How many?
30, and decide which one you like. Go ahead, share the first baby name. Grandpa Baby Names by Katie Forbes.
Old school.
Old school.
Clarence.
Thomas.
Yeah?
Oh,
There
the
we
big
go.
man.
Clemens?
Clemens, yeah.
That's another one. Okay.
Yeah.
But
Amos. As in Amos and Andy.
Amos Moses?
I withdraw from this one.
Because did you have another Amos?
No, I just don't think that what I'm going to say would be helpful.
Okay.
Famous Amos cookies.
Famous Amos.
Delicious.
That's good.
Ernest.
Ernest Hemingway.
Ernest and Bert.
Ernest Saves Christmas.
Ernest and
goes to
Julio
camp.
Gallo.
What's Ernest and Jolie? Rob wins.
Ernest Scared Stupid.
Did you have one?
Ernest goes to camp.
Okay, everybody had the Ernest movies. That's it. Moving on.
I love this one. Earl.
Earl.
Oh, Big Daddy's best friend, Earl Donaldson.
Earl Merton, one of the great salesmen of all time at WJFK when we first went over to WJFK.
And you had a great relationship with Earl because every day you would steal his chair to eat lunch.
Earl Campbell, Earl the Pearl Monroe,
My name is Earl.
Earl Weaver, the Earl of Baltimore.
Mike Witt,
Thank
Mike
you very
Witt.
much.
Amelia Earlhart.
No.
Okay, that is
No.
incorrect. Give me a little more juice on 6, please. Thank you. Go ahead.
Elmer.
Elmer Fudd.
Elmer Bird, the banjo man from West Virginia.
Elmer's Glue.
Elmer Bernstein.
Nightmare on Elmer Street.
Oscar bringing the comedy. That's a good sign for tomorrow night. All right, go ahead.
I have to tell you, in one way or another, my whole name is on this sheet.
Yeah, Katie, we didn't mention this from West Virginia.
Ohio.
There you go. Ohio?
That's where I was born.
Well, but technically you
Close
lived in
enough.
West Virginia, didn't you?
for a long time, yeah.
Okay, very good.
Yeah.
Next name, please.
Herman.
Herman Cain.
Hermits.
Munster.
Munster.
Hermits.
Hermits, that's it.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Eugene.
Eugene.
Say it right. Eugene.
Eugene O'Neill.
Levy.
Okay, that's it. All right, we're done.
Grover.
Cleveland.
The Monster.
You mean the Sesame
Muppet?
Street?
Now I'm near. Now I'm far.
Very good. Moving right along.
Oh, my God. Chester.
The Molester.
A. Arthur, one of our straight presidents.
Chester.
Copperpot.
Oh, I had that.
You were going to have that
Killed me,
one?
yes.
All right, very good.
This one actually is Dan's grandfather's name.
So it is a grandpa name.
Yeah.
Yes, and once you put it with the Von Herman,
Right.
that's where it gets real good.
Okay.
Otto.
Otto von Herman.
But you know what's so much more easy than the manual Von Herman?
Otto Preminger.
Oh, that's a good one.
Otto Preminger. Otto Graham.
Autobahn.
Otto
You went,
Spunkmeyer.
not Autobahn.
Otto Bond. That's there we go. So moving right along.
Spunkmeyer and his cookies.
Otis Spunkmeyer.
That's Otis.
That's That's
Oh,
Otis, not
yeah.
Otto.
Yeah.
Luther.
Vandross.
Luther was the gentleman who was killed in the first reel of The Sting.
Lex Luthor.
Hey,
That's a good one.
good.
Although
Very good.
technically it's Luthor, isn't it?
Oh, who knows?
Horace.
Horace. Ooh, we may have-
Man.
Horace Grant.
Horace Vandergelder is a character in The Matchmaker.
You guys very good. Terrific. Very nice.
Matchmaker.
All right, stop it. No show tunes.
Lester.
Lester Flat.
That's a great one. You know, I'd give
Lester
you
Holt.
Lester Holt.
But Lester
Oh,
Flat
man,
is
he's
better.
great.
That's good. I like
Lester
that.
Flat wins.
We have to. I think it's our job to come up with at least two.
Okay.
Rufus.
Rufus and Shaka Khan.
Rufus Thomas, who is Carla Thomas's dad, great soul singer.
All right, that's
Rufus
two.
from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Yes. Nice job.
Oh, and also there was a character on the Dude and Doug radio show, Rufus Leakin.
That is going back a long way.
But it was there. I think he did weather.
Dude Walker, who will be at the State Theater tomorrow.
Maybe there are so many surprises, Marcus.
Have I left that out there? Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. All right, go ahead.
I'm not even sure how to say this one.
Okay.
I think it's Emil.
Emil.
Spell it.
E-M-I-L. Oh, you might know this, Oscar.
Oh, Let me see.
E-M-I-L.
Yeah, it's Emil.
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 Emil Faber. Knowledge is good.
That's true, and the only one I can offer other than that is the guy that was in a lot of Shemp Three Stooges shorts, Emil Sitka.
Emil Francis, former head coach of the New York Rangers.
Oh,
look
you
at
win.
you.
You
Thank
win.
you. Very good. Thank
Emil.
you.
Alvin!
Alvin and the Chipmunks.
I think that's really the ultimate Alvin.
And Alvin Ailey, the Alvin Ailey Dance Company.
Alvin Roker.
No!
Not true.
What do you think his real name is? Oh, could it be Alvin?
Alvin.
No, I think it is Albert. actually.
Albert Roker, who had a finger in his butt yesterday.
But not his own.
No, not
For
at all.
once.
Well,
What number are we on?
we are on 17.
17. Moving right along.
Gus.
Gus Johnson.
Gus Farrat. What an idiot.
Gus Grissom.
That's a good one.
Goss's Garage.
No,
That's Gus.
no.
That Gus. She was really making this work, though, with those. Okay.
Good.
All right. Number 18.
Roscoe. Pico Train.
Yeah,
Ro-
good one. Roscoe P. Coltrane.
Roscoe. I don't think I know any Roscoes.
Oh, Emperor Roscoe, famous disc jockey. He's on Otis Redding Live in Europe.
I think he's making these
Rain
things
Man.
up.
I do, too. Emperor Roscoe. Number
And
19.
also, the guy that did the original CBS golf announcing is named Roscoe.
Really?
Yeah. The Masters.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
The Masters.
Him, yeah.
Yes, okay. Moving right along.
Cornelius.
Bennett.
What's that?
Cornelius Bennett, football player.
That's right, Cornelius
The
Bennett.
Cornelius brothers and sister Rose.
How
Okay.
do you abbreviate that?
That's too
Corny.
it's tough.
Hey, Corey!
Corny, or it can be Tony Kornheiser.
Virgil.
Right. Virgil's the next one?
Virgil.
Virgil, that's a main name right there. By golly, Virgil, go down to the dock and get those lobsters offloaded. For God's sakes, Virgil is my number one lobsterman at Dick
Can you-
Queesy's Discarded Seafood.
Can you come up with a famous Virgil? I'm not thinking of one.
Just Virgil.
Boy, that is
From
tough.
like Socrates and.
Well, that's that. How about
Virgil.
the popular Madonna
Homer.
record, Like a Virgin?
Like a Virgil. Thank you.
Ollie.
Ollie North.
Oh, Ollie Hardy.
Ollie's,
Ollie Oxenfree.
Ollie's Trolley.
Oh, that's a great one downtown.
Ooh, yeah.
yeah.
Right.
This is actually a very
Muhammad
popular
Ali.
name.
Very good.
I knew 3 of these people growing up. Clayton.
Oh, I don't know any Clayton.
Oh, I can tell a great story.
Adam Clayton Powell, a civil rights guy.
There was a guy in our school that was actually, even in elementary school, bigger than me, and his name was Clayton Cleverly. And
Are you kidding me?
I kid you not.
Clayton Cleverly?
And I will always remember this. One time the teacher wrote on the board, we were doing math, and it was, she said, 1 ton equals 2,000 pounds. And I snuck up with the chalk and made it say Clayton equals 2,000 pounds.
Oh.
You jerk.
Clayton Cleverly.
Yeah, Marcus Clayton.
The Clayton Cleverly mysteries. All right, keeping it going there, Katie.
Elwood.
Elwood Blues.
Yeah, I think
That's the only Elwood I know.
Yeah.
Elwood Hubbard.
These are old.
Albert.
Elbert?
Albert.
I don't know any Elbert.
Actually, that is Spanish. It means the Bert.
Really?
Albert.
Alberto.
Yeah, he worked with El Diamond.
Elbert.
Albert and Ernie.
El Rat Boy.
Woodrow.
Woodrow Wilson.
Yeah, and the bridge, of course.
Well, that's the same. That's the same thing.
Well, I like to give him credit where credit is
Same
due.
damn thing.
And his famous decimal system. Dewey.
Dewey.
Malcolm in the Middle.
Dewey is a name?
Come on, we got to move. Let's go. Let's move
Dewey.
along.
Okay.
Roosevelt.
Roosevelt. See these?
Roosevelt
Yeah.
Jackson
Theodore
Elementary
Roosevelt.
School.
Rosie Greer was
Oh, that's a
Roosevelt.
good one, yeah.
Roosevelt. Greer.
Roosevelt.
There's 2 more.
Okay.
We have Milton.
Burl.
Bradley.
Friedman.
Wasn't
Good
there
one.
Milton on The Simpsons?
Milton.
Office Space.
Oh, yeah,
Milton.
Milton Wadhams.
That's right.
From Office Space.
And the final name.
Yes.
Here we go.
Wilbur.
What is it?
Wilbur.
Wilbur.
What, from the pig.
Yeah,
Charles
Wilbur.
Zimmerman's famous.
Wilbur Post
Yes.
from Mr. Ed.
S&D.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. You can listen to the Mike O'Mara Show at www.mikeomarashow.com.
Stay tuned for an outstanding entertainment program.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
Get down to business.
From the entertainment capital of the world.
I can't stand Hansel.
I know, right? Riding in on that scooter like he's so cool.
And the way Hansel combs his hair.
Or like doesn't. It's like, excuse me, but have you ever heard of styling gel?
I'm sure Hansel's heard of styling gel. He's a male model.
Well, Earth to Brent, I was making a joke.
Earth to Mikas, duh, okay. I knew that.
Earth to Brent, I'm not so sure you did, because you were all, well, I'm sure he's heard of styling gel. Like you didn't know it was a joke.
I knew it was a joke, Mikas. I just didn't get it right away.
Earth to Brent, would you guys stop it already? Did you ever think that maybe there's more to life than being really, really, really ridiculously good looking?
I mean, maybe we should be doing something more meaningful with our lives. Like helping people.
Derek, what people?
I don't know. People who need help.
Models help people. They make them feel good about themselves.
They also show them how to dress cool and wear their hair in interesting ways.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I guess so.
Know what could really help you sort through these important issues?
What?
Orange mocha frappuccino.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. Mike O'Mara, Rob Speedwagon, Oscar Santana. And now, from his easy chair, here's Mike.
He'll be at the live show tomorrow night, won't he?
Who, Zoolander?
He will.
Yeah, he worked it into a schedule.
Live from Studio 1K in the Fiberplex Broadcast Center, this is the Mike O'Mara Show. We're downloaded worldwide over 20 million times, powered by Encore Insurance. We're at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Hey, you know what's really exciting?
What's that?
Is with the weekend coming, Kelly has lots of time to hang up animal heads.
Can't end soon enough. And the mighty 1630 KCJJ in Iowa. Today's show is brought to you by LegalZoom.
Yes.
Right now, you can incorporate your business or form an LLC at LegalZoom.com. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Just $99. Got a letter from Eric. Eric writes, "Hey, Mike, I just want to drop you a quick note to let you know that after hearing about LegalZoom on the show, I decided to try them out to help me with a deed transfer. I originally had in my mind that I could do this myself with no help, which I quickly found out would be nearly impossible as a layperson. I kept putting off getting in touch with an attorney because I knew it would be expensive and painful. After hearing about LegalZoom and wanting to try it out to help the show, I opened an account. I simply had to fill in the pertinent information, and after a couple of days, LegalZoom sent the document that I needed to sign, and they are now in the process of filing the document with my local jurisdiction. I can't emphasize enough how easy and painless the process is, and so much cheaper than calling an attorney.
Yeah.
I just want to share the good news about one of your sponsors, and one of our new ones, LegalZoom.
Love it.
That's from Eric. Eric, that is really
Very
It
cool.
amazes me when I receive something that you couldn't get an ad agency to write, and they put that. And we're talking about LegalZoom. It's fantastic.
That's how I got divorced.
With LegalZoom?
I'm not even
Enter
joking.
code TMOS.
There you go.
Right.
I swear.
And leave your husband in the dirt.
You can do it. You can do a divorce on LegalZoom too.
Yes, you can.
It's incredible.
That's awesome.
Every state has different divorce laws, and you go through, you pick out which. Seriously, this is like 6-7
That's
years
awesome.
ago. You pick out which state you have. They tell you what the laws are. Give you the forms that you need, so you don't have to.
Amazing.
Yeah.
God, I'm so going there.
Yeah, do it this weekend. They do all sorts of stuff. They provide self-help services at your specific direction. Get an extra discount when you enter the code TMOS in the referral box at checkout. Don't wait on the sidelines while others are taking charge of their futures. Get that divorce now. It's the best time.
Why wait?
To get in the game and launch your business. It should be Oscar's looking at me saying that. Well, they do those things.
That's awesome.
Don't put it off. Incorporation, trademark, patents, more, deed filing, all that good stuff. Go to LegalZoom right now. LegalZoom.com. Discount code TMOS. And really, Eric, it's listeners like you that keep this show chugging along,
Yes.
and we thank you from the bottom of our heart. Well, hail, hail. The gang's all here. It is Omericon Eve. We're very excited about that. And, just because it's the week before the show, I figured I had to have me a wonderful Friday.
Now, what did you do?
Sit back, relax, and enjoy my tale of woe.
Oh.
This story is entitled, God Punishes Me for Not Being a Good Father.
Did you get
no.
Do you think it's because you got happy?
No,
God forbid.
it's because there is one element of my fatherdom that I have shared with the listeners.
Okay.
And a lot of listeners have given me crap about it. And now I just want to know, these people that gave me crap about it will be very happy to know. You know that when the baby was born and we brought the baby upstairs, we tried the crib for a while. He's maybe not quite ready for the crib. He sleeps better.
Huge transition.
Swaddled in his little bassinet. That's where he hangs out. So that's where we've moved him back in. Now, when we first came into the room and he was doing the baby crying, and he's still doing the baby crying, I wanted to be there. I wanted to be helpful. However, I did want to get a few winks at night.
Because
So-
you're most important.
No, that is not.
Wow, really?
Well,
we're not even to the
You
point.
invited me here.
We're not even to the point of
Great
the
to
story.
have you
where-
along, Katie.
We're not to the point in the story where we
You are
do
the
that
most
yet.
important one. Yes, Katie. In my own mind, that's the way I look at it.
Now,
Yes.
how have you been sleeping this week?
Welcome to Chateau Narcissisto.
Like this morning, I woke at 2 because I'm keyed up. I'm excited about the show.
Yes.
Have you been sleeping well through the week?
Up until the last couple of nights, yeah, pretty well.
Good.
I got up super early this morning, and the reason was, let me just take you step by step what happened. So, the long and short of this is that I had the earplugs.
You don't want to be disturbed.
I just thought it would be very cool. I'd wake up refreshed, and I could help Mama.
Right.
When I was all refreshed.
And actually, people don't know the real reason of the earplug is you fear earwigs.
I don't want
You don't want bugs to crawl in your head.
I don't want
the
insects to crawl into my brain.
Wet willy.
Wet willies in the middle of the night.
What are they? Bolivian banana spiders?
They're just plain banana. They're Brazilian banana spiders.
Oh, so they're hairless.
Yeah, and Steve Bridges on KCJJ was giving me a hard time about that today.
You did great on their show.
Pretty tough to do that wax, isn't it?
Yeah, it
Get
is.
the little spider,
They're
two of
so
its
tiny.
8 legs. You have to anyway.
Put all 4 legs apart.
So I've been using these earplugs, and one of the things I do is because I want to practice perfect hygiene, is that I make sure my ears are super clean.
Yeah.
And then when I use the earplugs, I will actually clean them with a they have these little wipes, these face wipes that Carla uses, and they're disposable. And I would take one for myself, and I would swab down the little
wouldn't?
plugs.
Yeah.
Are they like alcohol
I just wanted
based,
to make-
like sanitary, or what's the?
I don't know.
Does it open up into a larger suite?
I don't know.
So you clean your earplugs.
So I clean them.
And his ears.
And apparently, doing this, if there's moisture on the earplug, it's not necessarily the best thing to do for your ear.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because
So-
you're not gentle about anything. You're
No.
probably applying that thing, wringing it out.
I seriously put those earplugs into my ear that you're going to, I might dislodge it too.
I was curious. Has
I'm
an
just
earplug has an earplug ever gone in one ear and out the other? Have you pushed so hard that it went through?
I'm trying so hard not to laugh.
I do think about the fact that I push so hard that it might go into my ear and never come out of my head.
Yeah.
So I use these things.
It's sad,
and,
right?
And they get moist. And they get moist.
I would think that would make a wonderful seal so that it would actually make it more effective.
What happened was, slowly but surely, I noticed I wake up one morning, a couple of weeks ago, actually, and it was minor irritation and stuff. So I said, I better not wet these things right before bed, or if I do, I ought to make sure that they're nice and dry. So I tried not to do this. Well, a couple of nights ago, 2 or 3 nights ago, I moistened them, and I probably went to bed very shortly thereafter, so it was another wet one in the ear, and it caused
Who hasn't said that?
some minor ear irritation.
Right.
So the minor irritation has been steadily gaining strength.
Especially if you keep wetting the area on a nightly basis.
And yesterday morning, I woke up and I was in a bit of itchy distress in my left ear.
To a point where, do you think like a Q-tip would have helped? Or?
I took a Q-tip to it, and I was sitting there trying to work on it.
You
but
treat your Q-tip like a jackhammer, right?
Not really. I try to be gentle. I know you're not supposed to put those things in your ears.
Yeah.
When you Q-tip, does the inside of your head sound like the ocean roar?
Well, it's very frustrating.
I understand.
And it's my medical dilemma. We will take a break. When we come back, I will
oh
tell
my
you.
God. It's
I will tell you last night about my impromptu home remedy that was followed by a trip to the urgent care facility this morning. We'll be right back with the Mike O'Mara Show. Welcome back
You
to
know
the
what,
Mike O'Mara Show.
Mike? I've known you a long time. You're fun.
Yeah.
You remain fun even after 20 years.
What I want to do today.
Love driving in
Day
here.
before the live show, Carlos
Sure.
says, you don't want to wait. You don't want to wait. Anyway.
Dr. Pretorius, you need to see Mr. O'Mara right now.
Welcome back in my van. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. This segment of our program is brought to you by our live show sponsor for Omericon 2013. Tomorrow night, we're going to be sponsored by Encore Insurance Services, LLC. For a free life insurance quote, visit smartterm.com or call 866-347-5748. They'll do all the work for you. Encore will compare rates to help you save. Licensing and disclaimer info at smartterm.com. Encore Insurance Services. So, last night I'm watching the Redskins game, and it starts to just bother me a little bit more.
Ringing?
The game or your ear?
The ear.
Oh, okay.
Irritation?
Yeah, the game, the game was, it's like, it's a football game.
Sure.
Lots of commercials. So I'm sitting there and I'm digging at it a little bit, and it's
So the finger's in your ear?
Yeah, a little bit of
How
the
far?
finger.
Now, does it itch?
Yeah, it's itchy. It's itchy.
There we go.
We hear that one again,
We
Rob?
can. Let's see, Mike. See if you can't ease your pain.
There we go.
Did you smell it?
No.
Ew.
I guarantee you smelled it.
Of course I did. Well, you want to see if there's any infection.
Well, of course, and that's a smell you know.
Right. And then it's right back to the popcorn. But anyway. How's everybody enjoying that breakfast this morning? Thank you. Thank you very much. So, it's bothering me to the point where I after the game I determined that I'm going to go online and investigate how I can treat this situation, because I don't think I'm in any real distress at this point.
What time? I called you last night at about 9:15
Yes.
with a little piece of business.
Middle of the game.
Okay, where were you in your ear treatment when I called you? Because you didn't sound bothered at all.
It was bothering me, but I was sitting back and enjoying the game. Nothing was really so
put on your
bad.
brave pants.
It was nothing was really so bad.
Power through.
It wasn't bad enough that I was going to call anybody.
Okay.
I didn't think there was any need to, but I was going to. It was enough discomfort where I was going to at least inquire as to what I could do myself after the game was over. So the game's over. I come into the studio where I've got my powerful laptop, and I do. There's phone surfing on the internet, and then there's the laptop, powerful computer.
Now, did you use the laptop to Google information, or use the laptop to try and swab out your ear?
I used the laptop to find out how I could treat this situation.
Did you go to WebMD?
I didn't go to WebMD.
Because if you go there, you know what happens. You always come away thinking you have cancer.
It's absolutely true.
No matter what you put in, it's always cancer.
I actually went to a website, and I think I just Googled how to treat an itchy ear.
That's what you Googled.
That's what I Googled.
I would love to have...
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. These are all mistakes.
No big
I want
words.
to preface what I'm going to say. These are all mistakes,
Man,
Katie.
I would have loved
Big
to have seen a
mistakes.
list of the autocomplete when he got to itchy. How do you complete an itchy...
So I go in, and I won't say that I spent an inordinate amount of time doing this.
3 hours.
I probably went to the first one or two suggestions that I had, decided I'd dive in. Because when you go online and you're trying to treat yourself medically, you're usually going to follow the course of action that appeals to you the most.
We've all been there.
And I got online, and one lady, this verbose bitch, gets on there and just goes
Was it like a
and
YouTube
on.
video?
No, it was a message, and I thought it was going to be a paragraph with pertinent information. It was her whole story on how it didn't work, and finally she got to the doctor, and it ends up where the doctor gives her a prescription. I don't want that. I'm looking for a home remedy.
What do you do, jam a pill in your ear?
No, so what I did was 2 or 3 of the comments indicated that when you have this condition in your ear, it's usually the result of over dryness. That is what's happened. That the ear is getting cracked and kind of dry and irritated.
But how could that happen if it was brought on by wetness?
I don't know. I'm just telling you what it is now, and it's dry and kind of cracked in my ear.
You're like a camel.
Is it dry and kind of cracked in your ear, or is that what you're thinking
right now?
No, at the time.
At the time, yes. I said, this sounds like me. The symptoms sound like me. It's dry and cracked. Thank you very much. Yes, dry and cracked and fat and old,
you
Oscar.
haven't had a sip in a week.
I know.
You're
I know.
dry, technically.
Yeah, we're going to remedy that tomorrow night.
Hi-oh.
And you may be cracking right now.
Yes, sir. Might be breaking up. So I get online, and the 3 of the Carla gaze in my ear.
Do you see dry cracks?
You're skipping ahead.
Oh my God, no!
So anyway, 2 of the 3 that I adopted said the best way to treat the ear is to put baby oil in the ear.
Oh my God!
Baby
Okay,
oil.
can I just say,
Yes.
if by chance there's like an infection of some sort, you don't want to go putting baby oil on it.
It's gonna accelerate it.
I didn't have baby oil. They said that in the event that you don't have baby oil,
if you put olive oil in your no,
you didn't.
You did not.
What a dumbass.
Hi, everybody.
Did you wire $10,000 to Nigeria afterwards?
Yeah, he got a watch.
They said you could put vegetable oil, like olive oil or canola oil, in your ear, and I'm like,
did you want some rosemary and bread afterwards?
So terrific. All the breadsticks he wanted.
So I, right before bed.
How do you? I'm sorry. I want to get to the part where you have to tell the doctor what you've done to yourself.
Yeah. Oh, seriously! If you turn up number 6 a lot.
Okay.
If you went by the, I think it's called First Care.
Yeah.
Over on Liberia Avenue today at about 8:30 in the morning. This is what you would have heard coming out of there. So I put the olive oil on the Q-tip before I went to bed last night.
Of course you did, because you don't want to just pour it in your head.
And I put it in my ear. Yeah, I didn't want to just pour the olive oil like like my brain is a salad.
Did you think of calling
brain salad surgery?
Did you think about calling a caterer first?
No,
or?
I just put the Q-tip on.
Virgin?
And I gave it a little dab in the other ear too, just to sort of as a preventative,
just to be safe,
just to balance the ears out. And I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Did you wear the apparatus?
The Bane mask.
My breathing apparatus?
No. You put the
earplugs.
oil, the earplugs. Did you put the earplugs in after you did
No
that?
more. I will not
good.
be using those earplugs anymore.
You don't want the oil to escape.
Bastards, I will not
or
be
go
doing
rancid.
No.
So I put the stuff in my ears, and I'm shoving that in there, and the oil's in there, and I retire for the evening.
Any croutons?
And no croutons, but I did wake up at I woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and the sound in my left ear sounded something like this. No, it was nasty, and I'm really uncomfortable. So it's by this time it's 6 o'clock in the morning. I roll downstairs, decide I'll pay some bills. You know, what better to do when you've got a terrible, horrible, debilitating ear infection?
Meanwhile, you mail all the checks in, and they've got transparent spots on them.
Are you dizzy or anything
No,
like that? Okay.
no.
Oh, so it hasn't messed with your equilibrium.
Okay.
That's good.
No, as a matter of fact, I think that
I'm falling.
Luckily, though, his entire eustachian tube is now a nonstick surface.
So I get up and I'm just uncomfortable, and at this point Carla comes down with the baby about an hour and a half later, and I say, honey, I just this ear's bothering me. I think I'm going to call our doctor. And she says, well, let me take a look at it. And so Carla says, let me look inside your ear. And I go over to her, and I lean over to the left, and she gets a little flashlight, and she goes,
oh, no. Oh, God, what?
She's a little disturbed. She says, you're going to urgent care
Why?
now.
I mean, I can understand that it's not bright to put a cooking oil in your ear, but what did she see?
Come again?
What did she see?
What?
How did she see?
He's got a problem with his ears, Rob.
I know, but I mean, in 12 hours, it can't be disturbing to look
this
at.
has been
Yes, it can. It's been going on since Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
And since really birth of little Michael.
Yeah, it's going on for a while.
Yeah,
and,
I suppose.
I should have known.
Please forgive my callousness.
The earplugs never really, I think that, you're just, I think it's been proven with bowling trophies and other things. You're not supposed to put things in the human body.
No.
The holes are there to be holes.
Yeah.
And not to be plugged up.
They need to let things out.
You need to let things out, not put things in.
No.
Right.
And that's what I was doing. So it's off to I think it was called First Care.
Did you go see the doctor?
Which was,
I said, doctor.
Go see the doctor.
Doctor.
You put the olive oil in the ear, rub it all around. You put the olive oil in the ear and rub it all down. Put the olive oil in the ear, make it feel better. Put the olive oil in the ear, make it go away.
I said, doctor! I said, doctor!
So it's off to urgent care. And meanwhile, just a little bit of anxiety, the day before the big live show, and I'm, I got to get this taken care of. And we walk in, and this is these places. Look, it's the state of American medicine.
Yeah,
it's a refugee camp.
They're not great.
It's Manassas, Virginia. It's the urgent care facility.
Right
and
there was your first mistake.
Really, you might as well have been at the 50-yard line of a Redskins game. There are 50,000 people at 8:30 in this. The place has been open for half an hour.
Well, they want to get all their medicine taken care of before the weekend because it's time to party.
And they've all waited since Wednesday to take care of their
You're
issue.
right. You're absolutely right. And they're all sitting there. And they're all going,
We've all been there. You wait and you wait and you wait, and then you're like, I'm going to get in there first thing.
Here's the good thing, though. This is a brand spanking new facility.
Perfect.
It's a freestanding building. It's not in. It looks fantastic.
Gorgeous. Next to the 7-Eleven.
You know where it is? It's on that new side of town.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about? The only nice side of town we have,
Yeah.
right? And but I walk in, and it's just like, look at this shiny new building. And then you walk through the door, and
Still Manassas.
immediately. you're in Manassas. And incidentally, in those places, look, here's the deal, okay? Excuse me, folks. I know you're sick, okay? Everybody's got a little malady that's in there right now, okay? You don't have to sit there. Anyway, and then I'll talk about the dress code when I come back.
Real quick, in those places, they should take a page from pediatricians. They should have a well waiting room and a contagious waiting room.
Yeah, and especially since we came with the baby, that wasn't too bright
either.
No. All right, whatever. We'll take a break. Come right back on the Mike O'Mara Show. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. This segment of the program is brought to you by Hulu Plus. You've tried streaming hit shows on your PC. Now it's time to start your free trial of exclusive content in your living room and on your mobile device with Hulu Plus. With Hulu, you can get content on your PC. Hulu Plus lets you watch it on TVs, game consoles, Blu-rays, Apple TV, or your smartphones. I use my Apple TV for it. You can get your favorite content anywhere you want. Full seasons of your favorite shows, even full seasons of classic TV shows, when and where you want them. Hulu has shows like Saturday Night Live, Community, Monday Night Raw, Modern Family. It goes on and on and on. And TMOS listeners can get an extended free trial right now. Just click the Hulu Plus link at MikeO'MaraShow.com or go to Hulu Plus/TMOS. Always use lowercase.
Yes.
Control what you want to watch, where you want to watch it. The list is endless with Hulu Plus. Don't forget, we have Omaricon 2013 tomorrow night at the State Theater. We have probably, I said online today, we've got somewhere 50, 60 tickets left for this. So if you want to come out, I can't. Don't hold me to the fact of whether we'll have tickets at the door, but I think we might have tickets at the door.
And can I say a quick thank you to Brad, Bill, Tina, Rose, and Donna who picked up our whore packages.
Yay!
And by the way, I'm not calling them whores. Calling myself a whore. But once again, Mike O'Mara Show's listeners are just the most amazing, supportive, great bunch of people ever. We can't wait to meet you before the show tomorrow.
For those of you that have tickets, this is where we ask you for the last-minute push. Love to sell out the State Theater for tomorrow. We are delighted with the ticket sales so far, but if you want to do a last-second push, we would appreciate that as well. And I haven't even checked with Oscar. This is the one day I didn't ask you where we were with the ticket sales, but we are really, really delighted.
You would be delighted with the number.
That's good.
That rush that we talked about is certainly happened.
Good. And so I would say, to be on the safe side, you might want to pick them up today, but check in with the State Theater tomorrow, and if there's 10 or 20 left, you can get them tomorrow too as well.
Come on in. We have seen stuff today that we are just putting in place that we're going to be debuting tomorrow night. You're going to laugh your ass off.
Yeah, I didn't expect that we'd be limping to the finish line, though, with the sellout, to be perfectly honest with you. I'm not happy with this. And I will be lecturing the audience tomorrow night.
I didn't expect you to have an ear infection the day before.
Thank you very much.
That's true. You know what? Life is this all part of life's rich tapestry.
I kid because I love. It doesn't necessarily matter.
He's lying on both statements.
So we take you to the first care, urgent care / alt med first care
New
thing.
building,
whatever.
same people.
El Hospitalia, is it called?
I walk in and... Look, I know that people are ill. I walk in
Cover
and
your mouth.
It's just...
Yeah, but they're not celebrities like you are.
Now stop that. I do not have that attitude when I go in there. I throw on, I am not overdressed. I throw on a T-shirt and jeans. I walk in.
You didn't put on your suit?
I didn't put my suit on.
Put on your doctor's suit?
But I talked about this before. You get this when, this started with people at Walmart, when you see the people. Look, when did jammies become just the standard? I know these are sick people, but there's one guy that walks in with his father, a little guy that comes in with dad, and they just were put together. The kid was dressed impeccably, had these cute little shoes on, and dad was there like he was dressed for work. And I'm like, God damn it, that's the way people should look in America.
Sadly,
and every other slacker sloth that was in there with just the wearing 6 days of stink all over them.
Well,
it grosses me. I don't care if they're sick.
They're sick.
It's gross.
Put some pants on.
Yeah, put some normal pants on. That's all I ask.
Mike, plaid, it's not okay.
You're the man that's wearing the world's largest biker bar Full Throttle Saloon shirt on.
Brand new.
Yeah, but still.
Thank you very much. There you go.
But I'm dressed up,
and I'm not
you
asking.
Put your cam shirt on when you walked in.
But I'm asking for this is overdressed compared to where I was.
Really?
The fact that it's been laundered.
God,
he has on dungarees
the fact
and
that
not
it's been
pajama pants.
The fact that it's been laundered. Rob Spiewak, absolutely right.
But you walk in and everyone is ill.
And I'm just. I'm
oh my God.
Jammies.
You are.
I like the jam.
Hey, pump up the jammies.
So I walk in there.
Michael Mayer's here.
Yo, yo, yo. Got olive oil in my house.
Word.
Thank you. Appreciate it. really do.
You look well.
Glad that my pain is your pleasure.
You look at you look like $1,000.
Here's the cool thing.
Headphones are smart.
Yeah, well, I mean, I have to wear headphones. We're doing a show. What do you want me to do? What?
Well, they're not inside his ear.
They're not inside me. I'm fine. Don't make me paranoid about that, Katie. I'm going to be fine with that. Just manage the show tomorrow night.
Didn't mean to.
Tell you what, when the show's over, let's dunk those headphones in that blue barbershop water.
Katie, incidentally, is the task mistress tomorrow night.
She is
the boss lady of the stage. She's going to run it with an iron fist. Isn't that right?
That's right.
Absolutely. It's going to be fun.
Tiny little iron fist.
Tiny little.
Don't you dare.
What did you say to me?
Get a hold of yourself.
She's put together a marvelous schedule that none of us will pay attention to.
F
But she
you,
really,
Rob.
all capital letters, she means it.
There are bolded marks.
I
there
understand.
are highlights.
I've looked at the whole thing before I deleted it. It's going to be great. It's going to be fun.
That's not kind.
It's going to be hard to delete when I staple it to your forehead.
Oh,
Face.
whoa. Are you guys flirting? What's going on here?
This is the before the
really
sex.
icky.
Yeah.
Why can I never find helium on this machine?
You know, it's funny. You always
That's
say
what you were going to use to
It's the last
mimic me?
one.
Well, no, he always says it's the last one he finds, but of course, because he's going to stop looking after he finds it.
Same way that he can never get his iPad to work.
Or uncrack.
Can't you just call it one of those window places?
Hey, you.
Wait a minute.
Hey, you effers! F you, I'm Katie. Wee!
All that time for just that. So here's what's cool about this place. You walk in, and a very, very super streamlined little kiosk at the front where you put all your pertinent information into a computer screen right there. You don't deal with a human
Do
being.
you get to touch the same computer screen that everyone else has touched?
Was there Purell?
Oh, yes, there was a huge dispenser of Purell.
I use
right
my
next to
elbow
it.
for that screen.
And so you've done it before?
Oh, yeah.
That type of screen?
Yeah,
I say, Julia, take care of this.
I thought it was very state-of-the-art.
The Native Americans would have taken that screen. They're disease blankets, basically, but in tablet form.
Okay, you know what? I Purelled up. We carry our own in the car anyway, so we're thank you very much. Well, we have a baby.
Yeah.
So I sit there, and then that's the pre-registration. As we're doing that, there is this wonderful lady who is at the front desk. No, she was very nice. She was very nice. Stop it. Behave yourself. And so this is a friend. And Carla says, I recognize her.
Oh.
She used to come into your bar. And she is
And you're putting your life in her hands.
She's a very vivacious lady.
Mm-hmm.
She is very, very lively. I remembered her. She was a customer, but I remembered her just being super
If you
nice.
own a failing restaurant, contact us at foodnetwork.com.
And she comes out, and she goes, Mr. O'Mara. And I'm like, hey, I thought we recognized you. How are you? So instantly,
you're
in. If you know somebody anywhere, it's a really cool thing.
But when you spoke to her, did it sound more like, Yes, I remember you.
Celebrity
I don't
status.
have any hearing in my ear.
I don't understand. Damn Dave. Damn Dave. Damn Dave. Damn Dave. Damn Dave.
That's just cruel.
So
terrible.
Really too soon.
I go, and so I tell her what's going on, and she says, "What's wrong?" No, she comes over to give me a hug, and she goes, "It was so funny." She goes, "You ain't sick, are you?" And I said, "No, I just got a little ear thing." Well, come here, give me a hug.
You didn't put olive oil in your ear, did you?
And so then I go back and I meet the other lady, and I start telling her the deal. And when I got to the olive oil, she's sitting at her computer, and I swear to God, this is the reaction this was the unbridled reaction that I got from her. She's writing it all down. And then I hear. She chuckled. She chuckled, and then everybody. Then I started to own it because the shtick was more important than getting treated.
Yes.
Olive oil here, here.
Were you just saying that to employees or actually people in the waiting room?
I'm saying that just to the employees.
Okay, good.
I'm in the back.
His
Now,
show.
Because you go out to where the patients are, and I don't want to be anywhere near them because they're all like
did you get
unwashed.
fast-tracked?
I said I've never seen more layers of filth in my life.
A quick pause here because I do
Yes.
have a question. At any point in the evening previous when you were applying the olive oil, did it ever cross your mind that it was not the best idea?
Not really.
Oh my God.
No, I process like oil. Olive oil comes from olives, perfectly natural. You know, it's organic, just like your body is organic. You know what I mean?
Just like those French fries at
It's
McDonald's are.
Sure,
You know what?
purely, and good for you.
A zucchini,
Carbohydrate and oil.
a zucchini is
bad?
also organic, but you don't put a zucchini in your butt.
It's just true.
It's wrong.
I know, but
And you know what? If you
but
do,
it's
I'm
natural.
sorry.
If
I'm
the
not.
zucchini stayed in your butt, it would eventually break down, wouldn't it?
Richard Gere.
Or you would. Something Somebody's got to kiss.
So they're
Someone's got to
laughing.
say uncle.
Then I become Mr. DC area,
Yes.
just like everybody else, and I say I have a show that I kind of have to be back for at 10 o'clock.
Oh, you went there.
I went there.
And then he said, and a few tickets are still available.
Katie, there are 50 people
I
in that
understand.
lobby,
I get
and I
it.
just
I get
wanted
it.
to have a timetable. And she said, and here's where they were cool. She didn't miss a beat, and she said, "You're third on the list here, and the last person that waited approximately 9 minutes." She had the perfect answer. So I mean, I'm like, okay, that's 20.
not bad.
That's going to be. I'm going to wait for 27 minutes. It's perfect. It's absolutely incredible. And I was probably, literally, almost on that time waiting before they got me back there.
Cool.
That's
And
awesome.
then the other nurse
Was the
comes
gurney
in.
comfortable?
No, I walk back. I get my
Standard.
blood pressure taken and my temperature and
The
my
gown was chilly.
and I get my weight taken
geez.
and my blood pressure, which was
Oh, nice.
thank you very much.
pretty good.
I pointed to it and I said, "Carla, that is the blood pressure of a teenager. Take a look at that." And she goes, but anyway,
that is one blessing you've always had.
what's that?
You have an amazingly low blood pressure.
But not amazingly low, because sometimes it spikes up when I get a little ramped
like
up.
when you pour salad dressing in your head?
Exactly.
Okay.
So they take me back to the room, and she comes in and looks in my ear, and she goes,
Is that what she said? Give me a second. I think I actually have tape of her comment, but I need a moment.
Okay. She's looking in there, and she said, "Do I have your permission to look in your ear?" And
I have
said,
your permission to laugh in your face.
and I look at her, seriously, because this is when I'm starting to get, I'm in full Shecky mode at this point.
Sure.
I said, "What the hell do you think I'm here for?" And she's like, "Here's my little device."
I feel like pizza.
And she looked in his ear.
Yes, she did.
And she said, "That's peculiar. Let me." And she actually pulled out a light, a small light, and she looked.
Yes, we're moving on now
Take a look inside that ear.
to the side.
Let me ask you something.
Here she is again.
Let me ask you something. You put olive oil in your ear?
I do it like Jay Farrow when he does the principal. Attention teachers and students.
You put some olive oil in your ear? You say olive oil in your ear. Did you go pour some... Honey child, why did you pour olive oil in your ear? What kind of stupid man puts olive oil in his ear? You're supposed to put that in salad dressing.
Attention teachers and students. The last person waited 27 minutes.
Doctor! You gotta come and see this. This boy has a cup of olive oil in his ear.
This guy's self-medicated with aisle 3 at the grocery store.
This boy's got a cup of olive oil in his ear. What's going on here?
Attention teachers and students.
We might want to write a study on this.
So she said, "We're probably gonna have to clean that olive oil out of the ear." And so she says that to me, and then I will get the doctor.
International hospital.
And what was great is that the doctor came in with a big bowl of pho. No, I'm sorry.
No, that's just silly. Hungry? The fact of the matter is the doctor was in the back room in his office making fireworks.
Okay.
So he came in, and seriously, I said, "My God, the doctors nowadays are younger than my daughters."
It's true.
That's how young this guy is. He takes a look in the ear. He said, "It's an outer ear infection." Bing, bang, boom. Here's the cool thing about this place. I get the prescription. He brings it to me. That's it. No trip to the
done.
drugstore.
Just meet him in
You
the...
mean you didn't even have to go to the pharmacy?
When I was leaving, I seriously said to them, "You need to advertise on the Mike O'Mara show. I will give you a testimonial." It was that
Fantastic.
good. So I had my first 4 drops of my antibiotic
it's a
ear drops, and my
topical.
ear is itching like hell right
It's a
now.
topical. It's not a pill then.
It's a topical.
Perfect.
It's a topical, and I think I'm fully recovered. I hope I'm fully recovered.
Cool. Well, you have to
Said
keep your
4
head...
drops this morning, 4 drops tonight, 3 or 4 days. If it hasn't cleared up, let me know. So there's a good chance that tomorrow, if you come to the State Theater, I'll be like, "Good evening,
What I foresee
I
tomorrow...
have an inner ear. I have an inner ear problem."
What I foresee tomorrow is the show will go as planned, but you will hold your head the entire show like Stephen Hawking. Mm-hmm. Just off to the side for drainage.
Hey, welcome. How you doing?
Hey.
Hey, Chad. Hey, Drab. How are you?
Are you going to push him around in a
going?
chair?
It's on the outside.
Okay.
Tiny little drops, and Carla put them in there, and everything
Hot.
should be everything.
God bless that woman.
She's terrific. She was good. She was mommy today. She was officially mommy. It was just like she said to me, "We're in the kitchen. I don't normally like this." She said, "Would you like me to come with you?" And I said, yes.
Oh, my God.
Well, that's nice. You know what?
Please
if nothing
come
else
with me.
for company. When she put the drops in, did they fizz up?
No, I don't know what they did. I know.
Like peroxide?
See, this is where you get in really gross.
I mean, because it's a great. Anything that happens in the ear is so loud. You know,
It was no, but I felt it. I felt it. Yeah, it's like.
And aren't the ears eventually connected to the throat?
And the nose.
So you would
can't
hear
mess with
like
the instrument.
Yeah.
Can we play a game? Can we play a game? But the moral of this story is that God punished me for putting earplugs not to hear my crying son.
Well,
that's exactly what it is.
He's saying, do your part.
That's what it was.
Yeah. Will you ever go back to earplugs again?
No, I won't. I won't put anything in my ear.
What if will you soundproof the bedroom?
What's that?
Will you soundproof the bedroom?
Foam it up.
No, I mean
foam it up.
He's got the.
What about the
when
crib?
he goes to the crib? We've got the great. They're so sophisticated with the monitoring now. We've got that tiny little like iPhone size monitor.
Yeah,
and you put the camera right over his crib,
and that's to make sure he doesn't steal anything.
It's really not to watch the child. It's actually the babysitters. That's what we have to
protect your assets.
Yeah, or you can monitor Typhoon hyphen. Whatever the Haifa.
Yeah.
Or Jaime.
Yasha Heifetz.
Yasha
I think
Heifetz.
what it's called.
Our prayers seriously go out to the people of the Philippines.
Horrifying.
This is one of the greatest storms I have ever seen, and I don't mean great in the good way. When they're talking about, 200 miles? Correct me if I'm wrong, isn't 200 miles an hour inside of one of those F5 tornadoes? Isn't that the kind of winds? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So imagine that the size of a hurricane, and it's very, very scary with their experience.
The thing is it's even bigger than that. Like, it's the size of the D.C. metro area.
It's truly terrifying.
It
really is.
And a typhoon, for those of you out there, is basically a hurricane. They just call it a typhoon.
And the big difference is they spin in the other direction because they're on the other side of the world.
And we accept all people.
Now, why did you have to say that?
Did you even have an idea that was happening in the Philippines?
Yes.
Be honest.
I look at the news every day.
The news.
I do. I watch the Today Show.
That's not the news.
And then in the evening, he waits for NBC News to end, and he watches.
No, the judge shows are on at night.
Do you ever pop CNN on just to see what's going on
occasionally?
In the evening?
Like, you know what? If something is breaking,
if something is breaking, you'll watch it.
But normally they've got to interrupt Judge Alex before I know to go to CNN.
I thought it was your wife that watches the judge shows.
But when Carrie watches the judge shows, we all watch the judge shows because they're on television.
How many TVs do you have?
We have 5 TVs and 4 people.
And this is an excuse?
Well, I want to spend time with my wife. But my wife wants to spend time with Joe Brown.
The biggest...
Oh, my God.
The biggest news story would be Typhoon Haifa, or whatever the hell it's called.
She's got
and
jungle
you know what the littlest one is? The
What's
littlest
that?
news story, just kind of a human interest, but it's a repeat story.
What?
The second major Tesla fire. Did you hear about that?
That's the third one, actually.
The third one?
Yes.
That's happened now. Teslas are burning up all over the place.
No, that's extreme.
Yes, it is.
3 out of how many?
How's the stock?
You are loyal to your technology,
I'm all in.
guys. You're not,
I'm all in, baby.
You're a stockholder, right?
Oh, my brother is, not me.
Of course.
But you're not going to own a Tesla anytime soon.
No.
Right?
If I could, I would.
How does Todd feel about these cars literally bursting into flames?
Well, they're not bursting into flames. They get into accidents. And then
they
burst into flames.
Batteries.
That's right.
And they go up, right? They burn badly.
Well, Todd said actually it's not as bad as you think because now his car is every bit as crispy as a good batch of wing.
And he's not really concerned because he puts on that retardant suit.
The fire retardant suit?
Yes.
I thought you were talking about his Halloween costume.
No.
It's certainly concerning, that's for sure, but he's not worried about it.
Concerning?
It's concerning.
Oh, concerning.
Federal investigators said today they are going to take a look at the latest fire involving a Tesla Model S. Is that the kind Todd has?
Yes.
Yeah, the S stands for soot.
As the electric car maker's stock shares continue to tumble, Tesla shares fell a third consecutive day, closing at, that's expensive stock, $139.91. That was down $11.25. So it's still pretty expensive stock.
But now's a good time to get in, Oscar.
If you're gonna double down, it was up to I think 193 at one point.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
And now's a good time because not only is the price down, but also with it getting colder outside.
Yeah.
You want to have that.
Yeah, there's a
look at that picture of Tesla right there.
That was it hit some debris on the road. It apparently penetrated the bottom of the car, and then the guy walked away. No one got hurt. That's the most
What
important
do you
part,
think
right?
is a more significant story, Oscar Santana? Do you think it's the Tesla fire or the mayor of Toronto making me laugh almost every day?
Oh, the mayor of Toronto. He needs a new PR guy.
He needs something.
It is fantastic.
Just people, close your mouths.
Did you see the video where he's just saying, "I'll kick his ass, I'll rip his throat out," and he's like such a perfect
His
fat
name
guy.
is,
You see, he's just so round and short.
And he has a coke problem.
Rob Ford. I have the tape if you want to hear it.
Oh,
here.
is this when he's...
I'm telling you, search me, Mark Dyson. No holds barred, brother. He died.
Brother. Talking like a wrestler.
Brother, you've never seen me go, brother. You think so, brother? But when he's done that, I'll rip his throat out, I'll poke his eyes out, when he's dead, I'll make sure that
What's he?
I need 10 minutes.
All right, so you can hardly hear
Is it alleged? Is it crack cocaine?
Well, he said he was
drunk.
And he was smoking crack, is what they
He said he
say.
smoked crack because he doesn't really remember, but he was doing it because he was so inebriated.
Because he was drunk.
That's
yeah.
funny. And the other thing that's funny is like Chris Christie, another fat politician.
Yeah.
Chris Christie at least goes to the big and tall men's store to get his suits.
Oh, this
mayor of Toronto buys suits like from the chubby collection at J.C. Penney.
It's because they only have French sizes up there.
Centimeters.
That's it. We will take a break.
Here's one for
French
Todd.
sizes. That's funny. We have a lovely fitted sport coat, Mr. Mayor, but you have to leave it unbuttoned.
Unbuttoned.
We'll take a break, come back with Oscar Razzi and Oscar's entertainment news right after this.
You can't see it. It's legend.
Boogie, woogie, 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 woogie.
For Todd.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. This segment brought to you by AC Lens. At aclens.com, they take great pride in their easy-to-use website, their great prices, one-stop shopping for all of your optical needs. They have been meeting the optical needs of the whole family for a very, very long time. Free shipping and fast delivery, they also offer that. And they have great customer service. They've won awards for it, as a matter of fact.
I hope everyone comes out to the State Theater tomorrow night and see what my wife is going to be wearing, which are AC lenses.
Hey!
That's right.
Yeah. That's almost DJ-like, wasn't it?
Wasn't it, though?
It was really kind of shabby.
I want to tell you.
I hope everybody comes out to the State Theater and sees what Gary's wearing. Contact lenses from AC Lens.
Good night!
You can order online or call 888-248-LENS. Style you can afford, quality you can see. 20% off all orders and free returns on everything. Go to aclens.com. Click on the microphone and enter the promo code TMOS20. That's TMOS20. Some exemptions apply. See site for details. That music can only mean one thing. It is time for the entertainment report. We are now even, based on the fact that I omitted the news from yesterday's. I was really freaked out about that for a good chunk of the day.
Yeah, but you know what? You had material to cover it.
I did.
Which separated it from the time Oscar did not have the
Oscar
entertainment.
had nothing, that's true.
Still forgot.
Got nothing.
He's got his entertainment report today. Here's keeping it tight.
Time for Oscar Razzi. Gentlemen!
Yes.
Let me tell you that we live in a litigious society. And did you know that Tom Cruise is suing Life and Style magazine and In Touch for $50 million?
Has he done this before?
He has sued in the past and won.
I believe he has. That's right.
Has he sued and won, or did they settle? It seems to me it was a settlement.
I think if you settle,
You still win.
That's kind of winning.
Okay.
Yeah.
For the 2012 cover stories in which he claimed that he had abandoned his daughter, Suri. So if you remember this big breakup between him and Katie Holmes, there was a lot of allegations. And there's always the dumb... that he's gay, that this is a cover-up, that she was a beard, it was Scientology, but no confirmation of why Katie Holmes had left that relationship.
I always thought that Tom Cruise traded down when he started going out with Katie Holmes.
I don't see
what?
it.
I just thought
he had
he had
Kidman.
and also they had the other one that was
Penelope
older.
Cruz.
But the older one with the great cans.
Oh, God, what's her name?
Selma Hayek? No,
not Selma Hayek, but Mimi Rogers.
Yeah, and you know what?
That was his first wife, right?
Yeah, way back in the day.
And still solid as a rock.
But I just there's something about Katie Holmes. Look, it's appearance,
baby
but that's,
talker,
a baby talker. Yeah, and she had a little baby, and I didn't think she was that great an actress.
She almost ruined the Batman.
But he's also a whack job officially, isn't he?
Gentlemen, listen to this.
Okay.
In the deposition, Cruise squirmed in his chair as the lawyer for the magazine repeatedly asked if Katie fled the marriage.
He squirmed in his chair?
Yes.
All right.
Because of the Scientology, the church. Cruise hammed and hawed, suggesting that it wasn't true, and then the lawyer asked again, did Katie Holmes leave you in part to protect Suri from Scientology? Cruise answered, did she say that? And Cruz's answer was, that was her assertion, yes, that she left the relationship because she didn't like what Scientology brought to the family.
Okay. All right.
So she left.
Right.
And this is one of the allegations within the actual articles in the past because of Scientology.
And
now,
she's keeping her daughter from Scientology
Yes.
because she doesn't want her daughter to be brainwashed in that church, and nobody really knows enough about that church because they keep it so close to the vest. But I think we can all agree with all of the stories that have come forward. Leah Remini, who we used to work with on this show, there's some weird stuff going on there, and
She got out recently.
And they shunned her, and she talks about it.
And that currently, Katie Holmes nor Surrey are part of that church, which is really interesting because it feels like I know that religion, and take Scientology out of this equation. There are a lot of conversations that are in houses with different religions that this comes up.
We talked about religion this week on the bonus hour.
Yes, but for a breakup of this kind of magnitude, is it because Scientology is so ingrained into Hollywood that we always hear this church come up?
Look, I've read a little bit about it, but not enough. I haven't read enough about the religion itself. What I have read is a lot of articles about celebrities involved in it. And I think one of the things that they get these celebrities, especially high-profile celebrities, that in their minds, or perhaps reality. I don't judge. I don't judge anybody's religion. But the belief system is your success is predicated on your relationship in some way to this religion.
Yeah.
That's what these Hollywood types do, like the John Travoltas.
Right.
And, they feel that.
But those same values are ingrained in some people's churches.
Yeah, well, you say,
well,
look at the guy, Joel, what's his name, Osteen, or whatever that guy that goes...
Osteen.
Yeah, Osteen, and he's up there, you're saying he preaches love of God and success will follow. I mean, that's really...
Yeah.
There are a lot of churches that base that.
It's really interesting.
They're
But
teaching on
the
that.
first time that there was an actual kind of a public admittance about admission that the Scientology church was part of the breakup. Damn it. All right, moving on. Scarlett Johansson explains why she's pro-porn. She says, I quote, "It can be productive for both men and women."
There we are.
Sounds like she's trying to shop herself for a new career.
I know
like that.
Miss,
I'm okay with that.
Miss Johansson's on you guys' hit parade. You think she's attractive.
More Mike than me.
I go hot and cold on her, but I like it.
I always think she's hot.
I think, well, most people do because she's gotten, many of those covers of magazines, Sexiest Woman of the Year, and all that stuff.
She's promoting Don John, if you haven't, out in theaters now. She says, I like porn like anything else can be enjoyed. Johansson told the mag via excerpts from the Daily Mail, I quote, "It can be productive for both men and women."
Mike, be nice. Be
my
nice.
read's horrible. I'm so sorry.
Today it's a particularly
Excerpts.
Mostly, Oscar, maybe next week just tell us the story without quotes.
I apologize.
Paraphrase.
The bottom line is she thinks porn's okay, right?
Yes.
Okay, very
to
good.
watch. I don't think she wants to be in it, though.
No, she doesn't want to be in it. She's
Right.
okay if you watch it with your partner.
And she's taken a selfie before. I've seen...
Oh, yeah. I have them on my desktop.
Weren't those selfies of her where she...
Yeah. She was
that's right.
They were hacked.
They were
phone got
stolen,
Yeah, very nice.
I don't have them, but Schmosker fans.
I don't consider her, at the same level of some of the other Hollywood beauties. I really don't. Although a lot of people do.
When
But
she's skinny.
So pretty.
But she's
She can
also
pack on the pounds.
But she's also, she's kind of sexy with that whole spiel. I like
Yeah,
that.
and
Even when she has a couple extra pounds on her, it's like it all goes to her jugs.
Yeah.
That's true as well, Katie.
I do think
Katie's voice say that.
she probably has a nice gap.
Moving on, fellas.
You'd have to ask your dad about that.
And we will.
All right, very good.
Will Smith apparently is on the outs with Jada Pinkett Smith. Did
He's
you hear
in
about
trouble.
this?
Oh.
This is all alleged now.
The
We don't
perfect
know for
couple.
sure.
The perfect couple again.
We do not know for sure. Now, this all stems from Jada Pinkett Smith showing up to a red carpet without her ring on.
Okay.
And apparently some photos got leaked of, have you ever been to weddings before or events where they have...
Been to him. He's had three.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Where they've had
Thanks for bringing that up. Appreciate it.
Where they've had the photo booth where you jump in and you can do all kinds of fun things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, apparently him and his 23-year-old co-star of his latest movie got in one of these photo booths, and in one of the photos, he has his arms wrapped around her, and the other, she's showing her bra to him.
So this is Jada doing this?
No,
No.
this is Will Smith.
Well, but didn't
Allegedly.
they have one of these Hollywood relationships where
The
Will...
password is